got to get that in early, just so everybody knows where we at. Well, I guess it is early or it's late. I don't know. Some of y'all been asleep. Some of y'all haven't. Some of y'all taking naps. Some of y'all insomniacs. Speaking of that, I gotta get with somebody that's having problems sleeping. I got just a thing for her. She told me what the symptoms were now, so I can fuck with it now. So, whoever checks this out, just looking at the title, Black People and the Highest Bidder. Yeah, we gonna get there. But because it's 4:23, and I actually started this stream, which is kind of strange, because the clocks are all different in here. I don't know why. I've never set them right. But I didn't even know it was that close to 4:20. And I'm not really trying to, like, you know, be cool and shit, because I started this. I just happened to hit start, and it was 4:20. I looked at it, I was like, oh, shit. Could have started an hour later. Could have started an hour earlier. I've been just sitting here, just, you know, debating and waiting. But
buttermilk biscuits. I enjoy it.
Oh, just to let you know, told y'all this is all I'm fucking with this year, right? Freedman Media. Now, the title of my channel is Freedman Media with an M-E-N, because that's for everybody. That's for all freedmen, inclusive of freedmen only. Freedmen. I'll bring people that are non-freedmen on here, but it's freedmen. We control our narrative. We control the direction. Me, I control my direction because I'm a freedman. Freedman Media. Y'all seen the Freedman Black History. Now you see the Freedman. I already told you, this is it. This is it. I might have like 30 of these motherfuckers by the end of the summer. Who knows? Well, I might have to have a lot more because I'm going to wear them out. I'm going to get them in different colors. I'm going to get them in different colors. One more time.
Buttermilk biscuits. I enjoy it.
Now, get another one lit. I'm gonna start doing these streams when I'm up like this, because it's in the middle of the night for a lot of y'all. It's in the middle of the night, I realize that. Let me see if I can make it. I don't like to stop. I was making these baskets, you know, the trash cans over here, and I've been like shooting. I was making these baskets, and then I missed one, so now I'm kind of pissed. But I missed 2 in a row. See, now I'm really pissed. I was making them like the whole time. I don't know what threw me off, but I'm thrown off now. Fuck it. But yeah, we gonna, you know, I want to talk about the highest bidder. I want to talk about the people that were bid on. So this won't be like a singular video, and I won't call it a series. I know everybody likes to have these series and shit like that. I ain't gonna call it a series, okay? But there is gonna be a series of videos. And we're gonna be talking about the highest bidder. And I want that same energy to be kept up with. Let me put my apron back up because I gotta do some work. Cover that Freedman. I don't want no splatter on that Freedman Media. Okay. Oh, just one more time. Freedman Media. Just so y'all know, Freedman Media. You know. Shout out to my homegirl. I guess she's my homegirl. I don't know if she's really from around here or not. We really didn't know each other a long time ago. But my homegirl. And if y'all want some work done by her, I'll, you know, patch in with her. I ain't gonna put her name out here publicly because she ain't did no sponsorship. No, nothing like that. She give me a couple free shirts that I might advertise her name and her business and things like that. You know, but she does a lot of stuff. She does photography and things like that. But I'm done putting people on for free. Okay? The prices went up. I told y'all the prices were gonna go up. And now I'm out here in the middle of the night, for most of y'all, Hell, on the West Coast, shit, a lot of y'all just getting home. You know, on the East Coast, you know, people getting up, going to go for work. But there's people across the globe, you know, they check in on Haps, Peace to Haps for the platform, spit me out to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Everybody says I need to get on Twitch, and I guess I haven't heard a good enough reason to get on Twitch yet, but maybe I need to get on Twitch. I got an account and shit, I just don't fuck with it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna fuck with that at some point. Fuck with Twitch. I don't like that. I don't like that term. I've never liked that term. When I used to hear about little boys having a Twitch, that wasn't a positive term back in the day. So I ain't really big on the Twitch term and shit, you know. But you know, I guess I can't hold the name against. So I don't know who made it up. But it's just like how Haps let underage kids on the platform now. You know, we got to put out all these disclaimers and shit. But everybody knows now I'm not kid friendly. You should understand I'm not kid friendly. I smoke, I cuss, you know. Not that kids don't see that shit, but this ain't the platform for them. So get the fuck out of here. If kids are in here, get the fuck out of here. If a kid is up at 4:30 in the morning, though, maybe they need to be watching this shit. If a kid's up right now watching me, he might want to watch this shit. I mean, let me just say that. But we're not kid friendly, goddammit. We're not kid friendly. Okay? We Freedmen friendly. We Freedmen friendly. And we're cordial to all else. We're going to talk about the highest bidders. Who have been the highest bidders for black people? Freedmen, okay? Freedmen. Who's been the highest bidder for us? We already know who that is. Who came for us? You know, them European peasants that came for us back in the day. You know what I'm saying? They was the highest bidders. They was the highest bidders. They bought us from our relatives over there in Africa. Brought us over to this soil. You know. And we experienced the most devastating, the most brutalizing 246 years of American chattel slavery, and then another 150 plus years of just flat out discrimination. We're not gonna get all into Reconstruction, Jim Crow, this, that. Y'all know what the fuck's happened. This ain't that video. We're not sitting here trying to shape why I'm talking about the highest bidders. We know who the highest bidders have been, okay? So I want that same energy kept when we start talking about redress, recompense, repair, reparations. I want that same motherfucking energy kept that the highest bidders had. I need them to have that same energy. When y'all came for black folks, y'all had to bid high. You know, you had to outbid old Jimbo. Okay? So now you need to continue to outbid old Jimbo, you know? Don't stop now. And people do bidding still to this day. Sonia Vaz, good morning to you. Where are you at, Sonia Vaz? Surprised that anybody is actually up listening to me. I really thought I was just gonna be in here by myself, just kind of planned on it, you know. I talk to myself all the time. I figured I might as well turn the camera on right now. But, oh, you're in the UK. See, I try to tell people from around the world are checking in on these casts. That's why I don't give a fuck about no YouTube numbers, you know what I'm saying? This message is in the UK. I already know my message gets to Asia. My message gets over to Holland. I know the message is all over. I don't give a fuck about no YouTube views. You know, they done shadow banned me and blocked me and suspended my account before and did all kind of shit. Got me to the point where even if I got to the amount of followers that I would actually have to be monetized, they ain't gonna let me be monetized. They already know they're not gonna do that. They're gonna figure out all kinds of ways to keep that shit blocked. But that's okay, because we're not talking hate speech. We're not talking ethnic intimidation. We're not talking xenophobia. We're not talking any of that. but we talking freedmen in this bitch. And I am a freedman, and that's the way I'm gonna speak. I'm not gonna speak any other way. If anybody wants me to speak any other way, you might want to get ready to get the fuck up out of here. And just if you do,
But enough biscuits. I enjoy it.
take that with you. Take that with you, okay? Because you are a buttermilk biscuit eating motherfucker. So, but right now, just I'm up. Like I said, I was up, and I might as well just do something. So I'm just doing something. So I want to talk about the highest bidders. And the highest bidders have been racist white people. Now, I'm not going to be using any type of code words. When I talk about racism, I say racism. I know some people say eracism, they don't want to jar that algorithm. Well, fuck that algorithm tonight or this morning or whatever the fuck. I don't know. I don't give a fuck about that algorithm, okay? So I'm going to say racism. And when I'm referring to what they called us back in the day, I'm not going to say N-word. Y'all know me. I don't never say N-word because they don't call us N-word. I would much rather, when they print it, when they say it on TV, I would much rather them say nigger. Don't say N-word. Don't be nice now. Don't be nice now. You weren't nice then. I need that same energy kept up. Okay? I need that same energy kept up. But they're not going to do that. They want to kumbaya us and shit. But the only true kumbaya is with ARC. And those who know. We'll talk more about ARC in a little bit. But, right now I'm just kind of getting warmed up. Just kind of getting warmed up, kind of clearing my throat, just making sure I'm where I need to be. And once again, I appreciate you being here, Sonia Voss. What time of day is it there, Sonia? Is it daytime? Is it nighttime? I don't really know the time in UK. I guess I could Google it, but I don't really have the capabilities of Googling stuff right now because my hands aren't free. What time of day is it there? Sun up, sun down. It's 8:35 a.m. Okay, so you 4 hours ahead of us. All right. So you already done had your full night's sleep. You getting ready to have your day. I can dig that. I can dig that. And I appreciate you starting your morning off with Freedman Media. With Brother Shannon, the Freedman on Fire. So, I see a lot of craziness lately, I guess black people get clumped in for everything negative, And I want to be another caster who down talks this because I know a lot of people aren't paying attention because they keep saying a black man. They keep saying a black man assaulted that Asian woman in that vestibule. But that wasn't a black man. That was a Caribbean motherfucker, okay? He was not a freedman, okay? He couldn't wear this shirt unless he got it like out to trash or something. I don't know why one of these would be in the trash because they just got made. But he couldn't wear this shirt and say he was a freedman. He is a black immigrant, okay? Another case of another black immigrant beating up an Asian, but they want to say it's a black man. No. We're not carrying the water for immigrants, okay? Especially assailants. Assailant immigrants, we are not doing that. Kamal Esco, we're not carrying the water for you, bro. When you go before the magistrate, you make sure you tell them where your grandparents came from. Because they didn't come from Yonkers, where you attacked that Asian woman in that vestibule, you punk ass bitch. Who the fuck attacks a woman? And who the fuck attacks a woman in a vestibule? That's like a fucking enlarged phone booth. You bitch ass punk. Brother Malcolm, what's good with you? Freedmen sleep too. Freedmen sleep too. Yes, they do. I caught like 2.5 hours, man. I caught like 2.5 hours, or maybe the 2.5 hours caught me. The 2.5 hours might have caught me. I had to slow down, let my body decompress, put my feet up. We old. I gotta keep my circulation right. But I'm back here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be done. I'm gonna be done in about 2 hours. I'll be done in about 2 hours. So yeah, we just back out here and we talking about the highest bidder. And like I said, there's a lot of bidding that goes on nowadays. I know people don't like to look at it as bidding, but a lot of bidding goes on nowadays with black people. You know, a lot of bidding goes on these days with black people. And it's very similar to the American chattel slave trade. Okay, when you start thinking about athletes and actors and entertainers, how they got to get picked for roles and positions and things like that, there's a bidding process, and they have a draft for the athletes, and for the entertainers, you know, you got to audition, you know, and then you get picked, you get chosen. That's no different than what happened when the slave trade was up and running legally. We still know there's some slavery out there, so, you know, might not be legal, but there's still some enslaved people on this soil. Okay, like I said, it's not that video, it's not that 101 video, because people will be like, there ain't no more slaves, ain't no more slaves. You're a slave. Anybody that says that, you're a slave. You fucking kidding me? Black people have moved, yes, we have moved, but we haven't moved nearly as judiciously as we should have moved in this country. We have moved because we are the most resilient, the most creative, the most productive people on this fucking planet. And we've been held back by systemic racism. That's okay. We understand. But now I need that same energy that the highest bidders had back then to have it now. I need y'all to bid high now. Bid high, Cletus. Bid high. I don't need y'all to give up. I need y'all to bid high. I don't need y'all to turn your back. I need you to bid high. I need you to have that same energy. We know what happened. We know what happened. We're not blaming you for what happened. Now you need to repay us, motherfucker. Yes, this is recompense. It's not a compence, it's recompense, okay? You are paying a debt that is owed, okay? A motherfucker has you do some work, they owe you, okay? They owe you. Anybody that argues after a motherfucker has done some work for him, if they argue, that's an enslaver, okay? And I'm not saying that there's any enslavers living still, because I know there's not. But their ancestors are still here. And most of them that are in government, politics, you know, law enforcement, you know, that was the original police, slave patrols. That was the original police. They deputized every race soldier that they could and had them going out trying to capture slave, bring back his head, bring back his ears. I never knew the significance of that. Why would they want somebody's ears? I never got that. And they wanted the head, I understand, because that would prove that he's dead. But why'd you want the motherfucker's ears? You were some sick motherfuckers back then. I tell you, whoever the fuck related to any of them motherfuckers that enslaved people, your great-great-grandparents were some sick motherfuckers. I'm here to tell you, at 4:41 in the morning and 8:41 UK time. Thank you. We in a couple different time zones today, but we not in time zones just in America. We in the UK too. Say what up to Idris Elba, Sonia, and tell him to make sure he lobbies against any type of rebooting of The Wire, okay? You know, Idris fooled a lot of people back then. And a lot of people thought Idris was from America back then because they had never heard him talk. They had never heard that English accent, you know? I mean, he's definitely black. We get it. But he's not a freedman. He's not a freedman. But boy, he played the hell out of Stringer Bell for a couple seasons. Boy, when they got rid of Stringer, I was like, oh boy, a lot of women gonna be mad. A lot of women gonna be mad. So that's 15 right there. So we're gonna stop right there on that one. Yeah, a lot of women was mad when Stringer got killed, but he had to go. Stringer done some greasy shit. When you look at the role of Stringer Bell, you got to think, you know, Stringer did some greasy shit. He was a good-hearted dude. I liked his whole nature of being a businessman. I did like that. But he was in the dope game. The dope game was greasy, and Avon tried to tell him, you ain't cut out for this. You ain't really cut out for this. And Stringer was cut out for it, but he got a taste of that other side, and he was like, man, I want some of that corporate money and shit. But see, they just don't let you in just because you got the money. They don't let you in corporate shit just because you got the money. You understand me? Nah, they don't let you in just because of that. they let you in because you got connections. Okay? They let you in because you got connections. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And Stringer wasn't connected. He got hooked up with Clay Davis. Shit. And Clay took that bread. Yeah. Clay took that bread from him. I don't know if anybody really watched that show back then, but one of the funniest comedians that's out here now was on that show. How the fuck I do that? Okay, let's do this. Donnell Rollins, he was actually one of Clay Davis's assistants. Way before he became like Dave Chappelle's dude, Donnell Rollins was doing his thing, getting his acting on. He was funny as fuck just in that little role. He was like, nigga, I don't care. He knew he was in the projects picking up dope money. Campaign funds. That shit was funny to me. But anyways, so, but say hello to Idris, Sonia. Yes. The highest bidder, that's a person who is a loser and a winner at the same time. Okay? He's a loser and a winner at the same time. Because if you bidding to buy a motherfucker, okay? If you bidding to buy a motherfucker, hold on a second. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Got it. You are a loser. Because people shouldn't be bought. People shouldn't be bought and sold. But they are. They have been and still are. There's a ton of people out here that are still bought and sold today. You know? There's a ton of them. And the problem with that is a person that can be bought or a person that is sold, unfortunately, they are automatically devalued. Okay? You are devalued. When you allow yourself to be bought or sold, you are devalued. You are not in any way in a power position if you allow somebody to buy you. Okay? That's just the way that is. That's just the way that is. So, but yeah, a person that buys people, obviously with the goal of getting something out of them. Now, we know nowadays, people that are bought and sold, unfortunately, they usually meet a demise, you know, once they are used up. And I'm talking more along the lines of like trafficking. You know, once they're used up, all drugged out, and they're no more good to the person who bought them, they usually dispose of them. They just kill them. Okay. And we don't get the credit for this because I don't think they want to open up that can of worms. But I know that one time I believe there was 60,000 black women in America that were missing. There wasn't nobody looking for them. There wasn't no Amber Alerts. There was nothing on the milk cartons. Nothing. Nobody talking about. You ain't got to put all 60,000 on a milk carton, of course, but just put that on the milk carton. Over 60,000 black women are missing. Why isn't that being talked about? And I'm sure it's over that now. I'm sure it's over that now. And you got to ask yourself, if we're 13, 14% of the population, as they say, I think we're more, but anyway, if there's that many black people, black women missing, how many white women are missing? Maybe they don't want to open up that can of worms because that would be a case of worms. Oh, yeah. But definitely the one thing that I can say is that, yeah, there's probably a lot of white women that are missing, a lot of white women that are thrown into trafficking and things like that. But trafficking is a white supremacist sport, all right? That is a white supremacist sport. And white people control that. There's not a lot I can say when you kidnap your own. And I know there's gonna be people out there be like, well, what about this? They find them pimps and shit, and they got them women in the hotels and shit. That's different. That's low level shit. Okay. Let me just put it out there. That's nigga shit. That's not like real trafficking. That's just some motherfucker who really doesn't want to hustle. So he gets a couple people, rope them into drugs, or they're probably already drug addicts. Might have already been selling pussy. That's the whole thing. What he does is he disables them and makes them so fucked up to where he makes sure he controls their diet, he controls what they wear, he controls when they eat, when they sleep, when they did that, and the other. That's a different type of fucking trafficker, okay? And then he ends up with a non-productive individual because once you give him all them drugs and that alcohol and all that other shit, what do you got? What do you got there? These are bad investors. People that do trafficking are bad investors. The one thing that I have to say about people that enslaved people, the thing that they did do was they enriched themselves and built off of that. And that's why we're here where we are. Because slavery just wasn't slavery. It wasn't just 246 years of slavery, then it was over, and then we just started over. No, it was more to that. We built the infrastructure of this country. We, freedmen, not black immigrants, okay? Not Africans that came here in the 60s and joined militant groups and shit. I'm talking from 1619 on. I know there's some things that go back before 1619, but we got proof of 1619, so that's the date I run with as a freedman. Okay? That's where I know Granville Rowry Sr. produced Granville Rowry Jr., who produced Herbert Rowry Sr., which is my grandfather. Okay? Freedmen. Okay? Freedmen. Yeah, we can trace our shit all the way back to the early 1800s. And hopefully you can too. If you can't trace your family roots back before slavery ended, we know you wasn't coming over here in that tumultuous time in between slavery and the civil rights movement. So you came over here in the 60s when Dr. King and all them other people was helping Africans get over here and go to school and do all kinds of shit. Yeah, you came over here when the coast was clear, motherfucker. That's what people got to understand. Didn't nobody come over to this bitch until the coast was clear. Black people took all them goddamn blows for other people to come over here. And that was black immigrants. That was Hispanics. That was Asians. That was people from Middle East, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, wherever them places are. Because I met a lot of people when I was a kid from Jordan, like the Farhas. They were all from Jordan and shit. I remember them saying they were going to Jordan, so they were from Jordan. So, other territories, didn't nobody start coming over to this bitch until the mid-60s. Less than 1% immigration before the mid-60s, right? And then it didn't happen really until the 80s and the 90s when a lot of them start coming over here, okay? But they make it seem like, they were here the whole time. No, the fuck you weren't, okay? How about that? No, the fuck you weren't. You can't prove that. Take me to the cemetery where your great-great-grandfather is buried, and I'll believe you. I guarantee that most black immigrants can't take me where their great-grandparents is buried. They can't. Can't take me generally where their grandparents is buried. They first generations over here. Okay? So they can talk that shit if they want to. But I know your people's bones ain't buried here. You might have an urn that you brought over here from over there, but they didn't die over here. So say that drama, okay? Say that drama. Yeah, we've been on here about 30 minutes already? Damn. I just be talking. But yeah, it is what it is. We talking highest bidders. And the highest bidders, they turned out to be all types of shit. Oil barons, land barons, tons of patent owners. Didn't invent shit, but they own all the patents, all the trademarks because black people couldn't. We were enslaved. Even after slavery, they didn't allow us to have patents and trademarks. So somebody else got that credit and somebody else is getting that residual. That means somebody else created generational wealth. Okay? Let me ask this. Do you think that Lewis Latimer Lewis Latimer's family is doing as good as Thomas Edison's family? Just think about that. Is Lewis Latimer's family doing as good as Thomas Edison's family? Just think to yourself. It ain't that many people in here right now. So y'all probably like, fuck no. And anybody that's asking who Lewis Latimer is, log off. Okay? Log off. Don't watch another second of this if you don't know who Lewis Latimer is. Get off and go Google it. Then come back and tell me if you think that Lewis Latimer's family is as prominent, as abundant, as wealthy as Thomas Edison's family. Okay? Yeah. I don't think you can tell me that. I don't think so. I need to see. There would be buildings all over the country with Lewis Latimer's name. There's an Edison Street in every major city in this country. I've never seen a Thomas Edison Street, but you've seen Edison. You've seen Edison Street and you've seen Edison Boulevard. Everywhere, all over this country. You ever seen Latimer Avenue? Have you ever had to pay your electric bill to Latimer Lighting? No. But you pay Edison. Oh, yeah. You pay Edison. You sure do. Thomas Edison would still be in the motherfucking dark if it hadn't been for Lewis Latimer. Flat the fuck out. Not taking anything away from Thomas Edison, but goddamn it, he needed him. Oh, just like that movie, what was that movie that Mos Def was in? I forgot that movie that Mos Def was in, and he helped that doctor and shit. God damn. I was just thinking about that movie. I was gonna watch that movie, but I wasn't like I didn't remember the title then. I just wanted to watch the movie because it just showed how integral part you can play and still be fucking forgotten. It is what it is. But yeah, when he was helping that doctor and shit, that doctor needed him. He didn't think he needed him before, but once he got in there, he was like, this nigga good. This nigga good. Yeah. Yeah, he needed him. You know? I mean, you take somebody like that, and I don't know if that's a real story, The Butler. I don't know if that's a real story. I never really did any type of real, investigative work on it. I love Forrest Whitaker, so I watched the movie. I love Forrest Whitaker and his acting capabilities. The man is a beast, right? So I watched that movie for Forrest. I didn't watch that movie because anything else. I just watched that movie because of Forrest. But The Butler is the same type of movie for me, just like, the movie with Mos Def. And which one did you see, Sonia? The Butler or the movie with Mos Def? Because I need to know the title of that movie. Hell, I want to go watch it. I guess I can just look up Mos Def. I guess I can Google it. See how Google got us? Google just got us. They just got us. Everything we fucking need, we got to go Google it, Google it, Google it, Google it. Makes me want to go get me one of them motherfucking stacks of encyclopedias like we used to have back in the day. That's why my grandkids, they gonna learn how to read real shit. I want them to be able to hold a book. That's the problem, a lot of people just read just like right on their phone now. Or they got Kindle and they let the shit read for them and all that shit. No, kids need to learn how to read out loud so you can understand what they're saying. Then they need to learn how to read to themselves, and you got to make reading fun. The Butler, okay. So The Butler was, in a lot of people's eyes, a very subservient movie. But there were so many truths in it. You got to look past the servitude of it all, okay? You got to really look at, and think about it, the way those people that were living. I mean, great actors in that movie. Cuba Gooding Jr., Lenny Kravitz has turned into a great actor. That motherfucker is a hell of a fucking guitarist and musician and singer and all that shit. But Lenny Kravitz is a really good actor. And I'm glad he's really got into acting, and he cuts his hair and shit and goes with the roles. He ain't trying to be like all wild and shit or just tie his shit back. He really gets into the roles, and he gets into the timepieces and shit and keeps the hairstyles. I like Lenny Kravitz. Good dude. Good dude. So, looking at that movie, you know, there were so many truths in that movie. And, Terrence Howard was in that movie. He got killed because he was a dog, fucking somebody else's woman and shit. Yep. He was trying to fuck Oprah. Remember, he was trying to fuck Oprah, Forrest's wife. I didn't like Terrence for that. But they gonna make him a dog-ass person because that's kind of his, you know, he had that Lucius Lyons in him at that point, you know. That type of demeanor. Oprah was in it. I can't discount Oprah. I ain't gonna discount Oprah. I'll discount Oprah when she do some goofy shit. I'll discount Oprah when she do that clown shit, but I can't discount Oprah. Oprah played that role well, you know. She had a drinking problem and shit, and you know, she yeah. And she was kind of Florida Evans-ish. Yeah, she was kind of Florida Evans-ish. Now, I always blame Florida now for them not getting out the ghetto, because James could have got them out the ghetto. James was a hustler. He was a hustler at heart, really was. But Florida kept him grounded and shit, right? Florida kept him grounded, right? And James, you know, James could have really went out there and did some things. He had some people that was in the street. He had some people that was fucking with that corporate angle. And James could have really did some shit, you know, because he was that hungry. When you hungry, you'll do some shit for your family. When you hungry, you'll do some shit for your family. And then there's nothing wrong with that, you know. But you need that person that's got your back to be like, look, go ahead and do that shit. Get that shit done. James really didn't have that with Florida. James, nah, man. No. That's not where we need to be in any of this. You know, we should never be there. And we need to have elders, not like Florida Evans, but we need to have elders like this lady. She's sick of the shit. She sees the bullshit. And see, this is where I get off with a lot of elders. They done gave up. That's why I like to see strong elders out here. I always salute brother Sam Riddle. He still got his mic on. He's still talking that talk, okay? Talk that good shit every day, 9 to 11, 9, 10 a.m. I ain't really plugging the radio station. I'm plugging Elder Sam, okay? Listen to him. Listen to that brother. He's on his shit. He's always been on his shit. He's always stayed 10 toes down. When they put bracelets on that man, they did an injustice. They know they did an injustice. He didn't do shit. Ain't no white man down out here. That's the crazy thing. But they was making an example out of every fucking body at that point. They was making an example out of everybody. Well, everybody black. But we got to get that elder energy back. And if we get that elder energy back, I think we'll be good. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think we have that elder energy right now. And the reason we don't have that elder energy, I think they've given up. I think they've seen so much. And, you know, I mean, my grandmothers are gone. Grandmothers, great-grandmothers, all those people that were born at the beginning of the 1900s and, you know, early 1900s, they're all gone. You know, but we still got some people that were born in the mids 1900s, you know, and they still kicking. They still doing their thing. We salute them, and we need to uplift them. Because I need elderly people to be right where this lady is. Hold on one quick second. Let me turn this volume up. This is where I need all elderly freedmen. Give us our shit.
And you done showed the citizens of America that y'all is not for the citizens of America. Y'all is using these people for y'all own fucking agenda. Because they done worked in this country all their lives. And all you could find to get them when this damn COVID broke out was a $1,400 check. And you taking billions of dollars, sending over there to another country that ain't did a damn thing in this country for these people. These people in this country have worked for y'all motherfucking asses. Not them over there. And y'all want us to feel sorry for them over there and y'all ain't giving a damn about us over here? We want to get the fuck away from y'all.
One more time.
And you done showed the citizens of America that y'all is not for the citizens of America. Y'all is using these people for y'all own fucking agenda. Because they done worked in this country all their lives. And all you could find to get them when this damn COVID broke out was a $1,400 check. And you taking billions of dollars, sending over there to another country that ain't did a damn thing in this country for these people. These people in this country have worked for y'all motherfucking asses. Not them over there. And y'all want us to feel sorry for them over there and y'all ain't giving a damn about us over here? We want to get the fuck away from y'all.
See, in a nutshell, we need her at the reparations hearings, okay? Because she was off the cuff. That was straight off the dome. Can you imagine what happens if you give her some shit that's scripted and you give her some more data and you give her some more resources and she brings in that elder energy and she just is like, yeah. We need her at the reparations hearings, okay? We need her talking that talk, you know what I'm saying? We don't need people in the middle of the road and shit with tuxedos and motherfucking top hats on and tap shoes, okay? We don't need that shit. And I know I'm going against all motherfucking podcast guidelines this morning because I should be talking about Ketanji Jackson. I don't give a fuck if she gets elected or not. Let me be honest with you. I don't care. First and foremost, let me just say right now, I don't give a fuck whether she gets confirmed or not, okay? We've got a black Supreme Court justice, Clarence Thomas. How has that helped us? So now we about to get Clarence Thomas with titties? Sorry, I'm out. I'm out. Have you seen her views dealing with pedophiles? She's not a protector of children, okay? She's very, very lenient with pedophiles, with pedophilia. People who fuck with kids, literally. She's been very lenient. And this country has become very lenient. There's still talk of them adding a letter to the letter people. Yeah, to the LGBTQIAP. Are they going to be the LGBTQIAAPP? Yeah, there's been talk of the P being pedophile added to that. I've heard about it. And I ain't never heard the LGBTQIAP come out and say no, because they so goddamn accepting of so much shit. But what I need them to be is accepting of black people getting reparations. They're accepting when they talk about gay people getting reparations. Why would anybody be talking about gay people getting reparations if they weren't talking about black people getting reparations? They want to repair and restore gay people. From what? My question is what? What do they need to be repaired from? From 400 plus years of oppression? Systemically? No. And I understand, there were gay people back in slave times. And most of them were white. Yeah. Most of the enslavers, most of the overseers, oh yeah, they fucked black men. I know they took our black women out of the slave pens all the time, but they fucked black men. I believe the title of this is We Keeping It a Buck, Not Broken. Yeah, that's what they like to do. They like to break bucks. They did back then. They loved to break bucks. Tie them up, spread them out, and fuck them right in front of their wives and kids and shit. They would break bucks right in front of their family. Yeah. But see, they don't talk about that part of slavery. And systemically, that's what the fuck they've been doing since the beginning of time for us here. What do you think it is when you have mass incarceration? That's breaking bucks. That's breaking up black families. That's tearing at the fabric of the black family. You can't move if you're all afraid. When the black family's together and moves as one, they're stronger than fucking U.S. Steel. But when they tear you apart, the man's in prison, the woman's all fucked up because she got to work 2 jobs, the kids are at home raising themselves. That's the way America has made black people. And yes, there's been a few families that have slipped through the cracks. And yes, there's been a few people that have come up. I get it. See, I'm not going to let y'all get me on those no more. You ain't like all black people just bad. No. We're not all fucked up out here. We're not all fucked up out here. You're not going to get me to say, oh, I'm downtrodden and shit, and that's why I'm up in the middle of the night. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. No, I'm thankful for internet access to be able to talk to you motherfuckers right now. So no, I'm not going to condemn anybody right now for me being in the position I'm in, because I could actually be in way different positions right now. I could be asleep right now, maybe for a couple more hours, and then be getting up to go to some really fucked up situation that's just going to make me angry and then make me pissed off and come home and be an asshole to my family. But instead, I'm an asshole anyway, so I guess that doesn't really matter. That wasn't a good analogy. Shouldn't have used that analogy there, because I'm an asshole anyway, so it doesn't matter. Ain't nobody starving though. How about that? Oh shit. We done ran out of tape. Let's run that back. Put that record on again. I used to love when people say that to me, because I could play records like at 5. I remember being able to put an album on, pop, put the needle right on, boop, put the needle on the record. I could put the needle on a record on any song on the album without scratching that motherfucker at 5. I probably did it earlier than that, but I know I did it at 5 because I remember doing it at kindergarten because I used to put Stevie Wonder records on. I loved Stevie Wonder when I was a kid. I love him now, but Stevie been talking that divestment shit. First he was against apartheid. Now he talking about moving over there. Stevie don't know what he want to do. Look, Stevie, don't do it. Keep your 19 kids having ass over here in America. Okay? Stevie got a lot of fucking kids. You ever wonder about that? Stevie and Ray Charles had a lot of kids, a lot of women. Can't see shit. There's some sighted motherfuckers out here who are celibate. Go figure. And don't just say because they was musicians and shit. That ain't got shit to do with it. Because back in the day, all you really had to do was have a bag of cannabis and shit. And they said, if you had a bag of cannabis and played the saxophone, you could get white women all day long. That's some crazy tropes they used to talk about black people. Like we could just trick white women into shit and having sex by playing the saxophone and smoking weed. Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, okay. That was the craziest shit I've ever fucking heard. Marijuana will make white women have sex with black musicians. Really? What the fuck? I know motherfuckers right now that can't play spoons, can't afford a dime bag of weed. They still have sex with white women. It's not a real good analogy. It was never a good trope. But who was there to argue it? See, I can argue it now. But nobody was there to argue it before. They just let the shit happen and it just stood for years and years and years and years. Oh, is that why? Is that why there's so many interracial relationships now? Or interracial kids? Saxophonists and weed. Yeah, that was it. Fucking clown shit. I ain't read into this article yet. Have y'all read into this Damon John, the dude, the old FUBU dude? They call him Shark Tank star now. They done totally forgot that he was one of the creators of FUBU. You see how they done took him? Here we go, bought and sold. He was already rich. Well, I thought he was. But now he's not even the FUBU founder anymore. He's Shark Tank star. He'd rather be called Shark Tank star than the founder of FUBU. They done took his whole identity away. Okay? I was just looking up some shit and I'm gonna talk about this in a second here. He says that the NCAA tournament is like modern day slavery. I hate when they say shit like this. Now you want to say that right now, just when these kids are now starting to get a little bit of compensation from companies and whatever? Why is the tournament like that, not college basketball or not college sports? Why is the tournament? Because the tournament's going on right now. He's looking for headlines. He's looking for headlines, okay? And I don't like that shit, okay? Because see, I haven't read the article. I downloaded it and put it into my inbox there, and I'm gonna go back and look at it. But yeah, he says it's the modern day slavery. Lost. I think he's lost with this one, but I haven't read it, so I'm not gonna say anything. Also, what keeps coming up is how great is LeBron, and is LeBron the greatest? You know, it's just like they've taken Michael Jordan's identity away on Wikipedia. I was on Google. I Google a lot of shit. Michael Jordan is no longer known as an American basketball player, which all these other people are. Magic Johnson, Dennis Rodman, and Larry Bird, I looked up along with Michael Jordan because they were comparing them all to LeBron James. And I come at things differently, okay? Come from a different angle, you know? Come from different trajectory. And my only argument when anybody says, is LeBron the greatest? And they want to talk his stats, okay? Because they wanted to compare him to Larry Bird, Dennis Rodman, Magic Johnson, and Michael Jordan. Now, LeBron James, I believe, has played 19 years, if I'm not mistaken. I think they said he's played 19 years, right? 19 years. 19, okay? 19. Isn't there a song called Hey 19? Is that Steely Dan? Who's that? I know there's a song called Hey 19. So, anyways. But I want to just... He's played 19 so far, and he says he's going to play until his son makes it into the NBA. And I hope his son makes it. I don't want to see LeBron out here, like, trying to play basketball and shit, and his son can't get into the league. And he's just skipping around the teams and shit and be like, look, man, I'll just play for you for free. Sign Bronny, because I got to retire. I don't want him to be like that. I want him to still be good when his son plays, so, you know. I don't want to see his son, like, throw him an alley-oop and LeBron can't dunk anymore. I don't want to see all that shit. If he can't play at a high level, retire, nigga. Retire. Okay? But they always want to compare him to being the GOAT. Nobody ever wants to compare him to Kareem, who has the most points ever. Not just points in games and playoff games and all-star games and pickup games. Kareem has the most fucking points ever. And he played 20 seasons. And he played after he went to college. Put a pin in that. Kareem played Hey 19 song. Yep, Steely Dan. Still got it up here, Sonia. I still got it up here. Okay? Fully functional. Well, I'm fully functional. Fully functional up here. Yeah, got it. Okay. LeBron's played 19 campaigns. Kareem played 20 campaigns after 4 years of college. Because I don't think freshmen play basketball back then. So he played 3 years in a row. Or did he leave after his junior year? I can't remember. I'm pretty sure he was like 22 when he got out. 21, 22. LeBron was 17. He was already 4 years ahead of Kareem. And he's now played just as many years, damn near. But he doesn't have as many points. I guess if he plays like a year more, 2 more, then they say he's going to get it if he averages the right amount, whatever. But they always want to compare him to Michael Jordan. Now they've done this thing where they've compared him to these people. LeBron versus Larry Bird. The hick from French Lit. LeBron versus Dennis. Just found out Dennis's middle name is Keith. That's my middle name. Dennis Keith Rodman. The Worm. LeBron versus Irvin Johnson from Michigan. Well, not University of Michigan, Michigan State University. Lansing, Michigan. Got it. Irvin Johnson, Magic. And LeBron versus Michael Jordan. Okay? says LeBron had more threes than Larry Bird. Okay? Okay? He had more threes than Larry Bird. Two situations there. LeBron does have more three-pointers than Larry Bird. LeBron has played 19 fucking years. Larry Bird played 13. And when Larry Bird played, the three-point line was like 2.5 feet further back. Okay? 2.5 feet minimum, I believe, further back. It was like 23-9 or some shit like that. 22-9, 23-9. Now the motherfucker's like right at the top of the key. Like 19-9. Maybe that's 4 feet. I don't know. But he only played 13 years, 6 less years than LeBron. I would expect LeBron to have more threes than Larry Bird at this point, right? Okay. Dennis Rodman, it says he had more rebounds than Dennis Rodman. Now, Dennis Rodman is actually given credit. Let's just put a pin in this. He's given credit for 15 seasons. Put a pin in that. Dennis Rodman didn't play 15 seasons in the NBA. Dennis Rodman played about 13 seasons, maybe 12. The other few seasons that he played, he really didn't want to be there, like with the Lakers and with the Mavericks. He didn't really want to fucking be there. I mean, after all, his contract for the Lakers was negotiated by his sister. Everybody got tired of Dennis. Dennis was a clown show after the fucking Bulls run. He had his Pistons run, he had his San Antonio run, and he had his Bulls run. And everybody was tired of Dennis. Nobody would even fucking represent Dennis. Dennis's sister was his agent when he signed with the Lakers. He's like, sis, can you work this contract out for me? Yeah. And he was already half crazy. He had married celebrities and all kinds of shit after that. You know, he was already half crazy. Says he had more rebounds than the Worm. The Worm played, they say he played 15 seasons, but he got a few rebounds in the last few seasons. He played 12 years. That's 7 less than LeBron has played. And LeBron is a bigger, more dominant player and has the ball in his hand to be shooting and rebounding. You know how many offensive rebounds LeBron has had in his career? Dennis Rodman didn't have a lot of offensive rebounds where he shot the ball, missed, and got the rebound because he didn't shoot that much. He was brought in the game for defense and rebounds, not for scoring. LeBron was brought in for scoring and rebounding and assisting and, you know, everything else. So yeah, he's got more rebounds than Dennis, but that's because he's fucking played 7 more years than Dennis. I know on paper it says 15, but Dennis didn't really play 15 years. Magic Johnson, more dimes than Magic. I hate when they do that shit. That's our shit. Black people made that up. Dropping dimes, black people made that up. Give us our shit. Say he has more assists, because right here it says more threes than Bird, more rebounds than Rodman, but for Magic, more dimes than Magic. No. That's our shit. We say dimes. You can't say dimes. Like nigga. You can't say that. Give us our shit. We want all our shit. We want to control all our shit. You say assist, okay? He has more assist than Magic. Well, he should, seeing that Magic only played 12 fucking seasons. And don't count those comeback seasons where he was trying to do the player coach thing. Magic was just trying to prove that you could play in the NBA and have HIV. Or they say you have HIV. I've never really believed Magic has it or had it. I believe they just said, you know what? You're the ambassador. You can do this. And I think there was some other shit. I do. I always do. I don't believe Magic's sick. I just never have. That motherfucker is plump. I want to see somebody else that was diagnosed in 91 and looked like Magic today. Show me one other person that got it in 91 and looks like Magic in 22. Then I may believe it. I just need to see one. I know Magic didn't get the news that day by himself in LA. When Magic got the news, somebody else was told that day from that clinic that they had HIV. Somebody else was told in 49 other states that day that they had HIV. And they could have said, you know what? I found out I had HIV the same day Magic came out. I want to see where anybody was in 1991 with HIV and where they at now. Show me. Show me. I ain't seen nobody. There may be somebody out there, but I just don't believe it. Never have. But they said he had more assists than Magic. Magic played 12 years. LeBron's at 19. He's a point forward. Brings the ball up the court way more than a guy who would normally play his position. And you never saw James Worthy bringing the goddamn ball up. You never saw AC Green bringing the ball up, nigga. Magic brought the ball up. They threw the ball into Magic. If one of them dudes grabbed the inbounds pass and ran the ball up to court, he would have been cut that night. He might have got cut during the game. You gave Magic the ball. Magic brought the ball up. Just like they do with LeBron. Sometimes LeBron just be better than the point guard. And they be like, look, man, you just get out the way. You get over there, LeBron will bring the ball up, and then he'll pick whether he wants to pass it to you, and then you do something, or he gonna shoot, or pass it to you and you shoot, whatever. I'm just telling you, man. I'm just telling you. More dimes than Magic. Give us our shit back. That's our phrase. And of course, they're going to say he has more points than Jordan. Yes, he does. Why does he have more points than Jordan? Because fucking Jordan only played 12 years too. No, I don't count those years in Washington. I don't. Okay? I don't count those years in Washington. I count the years when he played until he was done with the Bulls. He had 2 stints with the Bulls. I fused those years together. Them hanger-on years? No. I'm not gonna pick up your Washington years, your Gus Macker years. I'm not. No. Not doing that. Actually, Jordan never played in them celebrity games and shit. He was like, fuck that. I don't play in that shit. I'm Michael Jordan. I'm not playing no goddamn celebrity games. I play basketball with celebrities. What the fuck am I gonna do? Play a game for free for? I get it, I guess. But stop saying that LeBron is the greatest because he has better stats than all these motherfuckers. He played 6 to 7 years longer than all these motherfuckers, and he's still going. Stop saying that shit. And he's played on teams that has needed him to do way more than most of these teams needed these players to do. They've needed him to be the leading scorer, leading assist, and leading rebounder to fucking have a chance at winning most of the time. He's a great player. He'll never be looked at like a Michael Jordan. He'll never be looked at like a Magic. He'll never be looked at like a Rodman. He'll never be looked at like a Bird. He's LeBron James. He is who he is. And he's played 19 years and looks like he's probably going to play 20. And he says he's going to play till his son gets in there. And I don't know if his son's supposed to go to college. His son's supposed to try to go like to the NBA, like right from high school. He doesn't look like really dominating enough to be able to do that. And I hope they don't like try to pressure him to go right out of high school because that might not look good. I've seen his son kind of get dominated a couple times. I'm like, ooh, that wouldn't be good. I can't see him in the NBA right now. I just can't. But from the UK, I know I got the deuce in here. Brother Malcolm checked in early. He said Friedman got to sleep too. I know. I'm going to give me some sleep, man. Like I said, I caught about 2 hours. I think it was about 2 hours. Yeah, I got 2 in. We'll catch some more. I'll catch a couple hours. I'll probably go sleep about 7. Then wake up about 8:30 because I got to go somewhere by 9. It is what it is. I'm never going to say sleep is overrated because it's not overrated. I need my rest. But right now I'm on a mission from God. So, appreciate anybody that's actually checked this out. I don't know what the fuck you're doing up other than Sonia Voss. Sonia Voss is up. Dave, I know Dave gets up because he got to get his hustle on early. But I don't know why a lot of people are up right now. But whatever reason you are up, I hope you're going to have a productive day. Sonia's already had 4. She's 4 hours ahead of us here in the Eastern time zone. She already had coffee, breakfast, everything. A lot of y'all just wiping that sleep out your eyes. If you got somebody there, man, run in that bathroom and rinse real quick. Run in that bathroom and rinse. Stop Stop trying to kiss your mate and you know you got gas breath. Your mate don't deserve that shit. And if you don't think you have bad breath in the morning, just wake up, lift your head up off the pillow, and blow your breath into the pillow. If your breath bounces back and hits you, get your ass up and go rinse. Don't be administering kisses and shit. Don't be kissing y'all babies. Y'all ever notice how y'all go pick up a baby early in the morning, you ain't brushed your teeth, and the baby like, that's not like a surprise reaction because your baby loves you. They're letting you know your shit is kicking. Your shit's kicking. And they want to tell you, mama, daddy, you know, handle that. You can put me down and shit. Let me sit here and watch Coco Melon and shit. And you go on in there and get your little gargle on, okay? Stop kissing people with bad breath, okay? And don't be trying to throw no breath mint or nothing in there like right quick. No. Go brush and rinse. That's how you're supposed to start your day anyway. When you get up, you get to maneuvering around. That's what you're supposed to do. Rinse all that shit out, brush, get you some mouthwash, and then come back and then kiss them. Because if you don't, if you just come in, you start the morning all bad and shit. That's a surprising wake up and shit. You know, start the morning all fucked up. And don't get mad when your mate, why you got that look on your face? Like you really don't want me to tell you that. Why you got that look? Don't ask me. Don't, because I'll tell you. Shit. Your shit's popping early this AM. Thank you. But anyways, the highest bidders, we're going to continue to talk about this. The highest bidders. That's who wins. And shout out, I know a lot of people don't really like this, but shout out to Deshaun Watson. This motherfucker ain't gonna never see this video, but I still want to give it up to him. I gotta give it up to him. $230 million guaranteed after coming off of 22 sexual allegations that wasn't picked up by a prosecuting attorney in Texas. You got 22 sexual allegations and they had a chance to bury his ass. In Texas, he'd have never seen the light of day if he gets convicted. They said there's no case here off of 22. 22. If they'd have just had one, they'd have had him. If they'd have just had one, they'd have had him. They couldn't find one believable case to file. Went to a grand jury and everything, and they say a grand jury will prosecute a ham sandwich. Well, Deshaun ain't ham. He's not ham. He's a finer cut of meat. For $230 million guaranteed? Shit. He is the highest paid player ever. He has the highest guaranteed ever. Nobody's ever, Tom Brady, all of them, everybody that's been like the last couple of years. Aaron Rodgers just got 4 years for $200 million, $50 million a year. It's incentivized. He's not going to get 50 straight up. He's got to get some incentives. And I'm sure they gave him some lob balls and shit to catch. So he'll get close to it, but if he stays on, right? No, Deshaun got 230. And I don't give a fuck what happens. As long as I don't get in no trouble, you got to pay me 230. Let me see how old this boy is. God damn it. I'm going to call him a boy because I'm an old ass man. I mean, he's a man. I get it. Deshaun Watson. How old is this boy? This boy is 26 years old. By the time he's 31, he's going to have what he's already earned in the NFL, plus $230 million minus the feds. Feds going to get their money. Feds going to get their money. I get it. He's 26 years old. And by the time he's 31, he's going to have 230 million minus the feds in the bank. And I bet you'll have a personal masseuse. I think he's done with all the random masseuse. I think he's got a personal one coming now. Cleveland probably said, hey, dude, we got a masseuse. You don't need to go outside of the network. Cleveland's like, look, man, hey, we got all the insurance, everything here, all the facilities. One masseuse, she's going to be your masseuse. That's it. There will be no more carousel of masseuses. Cleveland masseuses, y'all are not going to come up on Deshaun. All them Texas bitches? Okay. Y'all tried it. Tony D, what up? Your ass getting up to go to work, Tony? So, people are mad. People are mad because he's got some smart motherfuckers working with him. He's got some smart motherfuckers working with him. Deshaun Watson. I like how they did that. You know, his name is Derek Deshaun Watson. There must have been a lot of Derek Watsons and he wanted to stand out, so he went by Deshaun. His middle name is Deshaun. His first name is not Deshaun. His middle name is Deshaun. He is Derek Deshaun Watson. Shit, if they knew he was going to be a dope-ass quarterback, they should have... They said 230 was guaranteed. You sure? Hold on. For $230 million, get Deshaun Watson in questions. I just watched the Brother to Brother show, and they said his contract was... That is a great sports podcast if y'all not watching them brothers. The one brother that was outcast from ESPN, and I don't know where the dark-skinned brother comes from. Deshaun Watson contract. There we go. Current Deshaun Watson signed a 5-year, $230 million contract, including a $44.965 signing bonus. They gave him $45 million just to sign his fucking signature. They gave him $45 million just to sign Derek Deshaun Watson. Rumble, young man, rumble. Okay, so we're going to do some adding here. I got to do, how do I got to do this? Hold on a second. I need another device. No, I think I can use this. Need a calculator. These numbers too big. They fucking with my mental. These numbers is big. God damn, Deshaun. His average yearly salary is $46 million. Okay, let's go. Okay, that's that. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. I need 5. Okay. And then we got to give him that signing bonus. I'm giving that signing bonus. I wonder how they justified it. Oh, I guess, because they did the 35. Okay, I get it. We're going to talk about that and that's some strategic shit, what they did with this contract. Hold on a second. I'm about to let you know, Tony. 44,965. There you go. Here we go. 230 million right there. Oh, that's the music there. Never mind the brother. Turn that off. Sorry about that. I didn't really mean to turn him off because he was doing a good job. Let's get him back in there. Let's get him back in pocket. Calculator. 230 million. Okay? 230 million. So his contract, he got 44,965 for the signing bonus. His first year, and this is why they don't like him. Deshaun has been called nigger for the last couple years, obviously, but he really got called nigger on this one. They don't like the only place they not calling him nigger with malcontent right now is in Cleveland, because he's being called nigger all over the country. This one calls for another joint. This one calls for another joint. So Deshaun's contract consists of a $44.965 million signing bonus. So there's 35,000 out there somewhere, right? His first year salary is only going to be $1,035,000. His second year salary goes up to, he gets a little pay hike to 46 million. And his third year, 46 million. And his fourth year, 46 million. And his fifth year, 46 fucking million. At 31 years old. That adds up to 230 million. But that first year, the reason why they didn't fucking give him all the money in the first year was because the NFL is going to suspend him probably. I don't know what for. I still haven't really dug that deep into this shit. If all the allegations are gone, what y'all suspending him for? What are they gonna say? He exemplified bad character and he made the league look bad and all that shit. But they didn't press charges. Well, they did press charges, but they didn't stick. They didn't have a case. It went to the grand jury and they said, no, this is a nothing burger here. No meat in this case. He's gonna get suspended 6 games. If that's the case, Tony, Cleveland protected him because they protected him from losing $17.25 million. $17.25 million. Cleveland just saved Deshaun Watson by giving him the $1 million contract in the first year and deferring the money to years 2, 3, 4, and 5. And they don't like that. They're like, no, they can't do that. That's against the rules. No, he's got good accountants, good lawyers. Yeah, that's why you do that. No, he need to stay off them goddamn massage beds is what he needed to stay off of. He ain't in the streets. He ain't in the streets. He in the booth. He got to stay out the massage parlors. God damn. I'm like, you ain't got no woman in the club. You ain't got no women in the grocery store. You ain't got no women saying, Deshaun did this. All of them were masseuses. He's got a thing for masseuses. Or maybe he just has a thing for people rubbing on his thing. Hell no. I'd send my people out and go get some strippers and pay them come back to the house. Bring them back to the house. Meet me down in the game room. I'll be down there. I wouldn't leave the house. What you doing tonight, dog? Nothing. Counting money. Yeah, I'm just counting, dog. How much is that a day? 46 million divided by 365 days a year. He's going to make $126,000 a day. $126,000 a day. I'm thinking about coming up with a Deshaun mask because I think we going back up. There's some hints that the shit's getting a little deep out here, but ain't nobody really talking about it because don't nobody really want to go inside because it's about to get warm. But I believe there's some shit's about to happen and shit's gonna go back up. I'm thinking about getting a Deshaun mask, like a mask that be custom made, have Deshaun's face on it, and have Deshaun wear the motherfucker. And it'd be like, why you wear that mask, Deshaun? It'd be like, because I ain't trying to catch what y'all got. We ain't got COVID. Nah, but y'all broke. Deshaun ain't trying to catch y'all broke assness. This motherfucker's about to make $126,000 a day. Tone, 126 a day? Could you fuck with it, Tone? Could you fuck with it, Tone? I just need to know. Could you fuck with it? I mean, literally, think about it. Just think about it. You might not be able to, because you know, you have expensive taste. So you have expensive taste. I seen you in the Poconos and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I seen you walking around doing your laundry in your terry cloth bathrobe and shit, drinking your peach Crown Royal when you was on vacation. 126 a day might not be able to hold a motherfucker like you, Tone. Goddamn. But $126,000 a day. Yeah, nigga, you had your toes out. Nigga, you had your toes out in the Poconos. This nigga said these is Poconos toes. These is Poconos toes. I ain't hating either. Motherfucker put his toes out, nigga. Shit. It's all good. No, it made me choke on this weed, dog. Oh my God. Oh boy. See, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting some new frames, Tom. 126 a month. I gotta get some new glasses anyway. Shit, I might. You know what? They say I'm gonna get 126 a month. I'm gonna go and get some new glasses. And I'm just gonna shop around and tire kick. I'm a tire kick. I'm gonna go to 3 or 4 different lens places. I'm be like, look, I can endorse y'all shit, and you give me a discount. I'm gonna be cheap as fuck. I get 126 a month. I'm gonna be cheap as fuck. I'm gonna have 3 different fucking people, and I'll be like how the recruits are when they pick the hat up, what college they gonna go to. I'm gonna pick the frames up of which glasses place I'm gonna pick for my new glasses, because I'm making 126,000. I can afford that. I'm gonna get some new glasses at 126,000. I really can't afford it right now, but if they give me 126,000 a month, I'm getting some. You know what? And I'm gonna get some thick ass glasses too. I'm gonna be so rich I can get thick frames. Don't even need them. I just want some thick ass lenses. Have people be laughing at me and shit. Look how thick that motherfucker's glasses is. Yep. And I can see right through your broke ass pockets. A day. 126 a day. $126,000 a day. Bro. 30 days in a month. He making $4,200. Somebody handed him $4,200 a day. Here you go. Here you go, Deshaun. It's $4,200. And think about it, Tone. You know this shit. I know this shit. Them motherfuckers get per diems in the season. They don't pay for shit. They get food per diems and everything. They don't pay for a motherfucking thing. You only spend money when you want to spend money when you're a pro athlete. They give you an envelope and you got money to be in town with to this, that, and the other. Now, if you a trick, you a trick. If you a trick, you a trick. But they give you a per diem. Who was that? I think it was Ricky Henderson. I mean, I follow baseball, and I'm not a historian, but I follow baseball enough to I remember back when they was talking about the per diems, and Ricky Henderson used to say he used to save his per diems in like shoe boxes and shit. They didn't spend that fucking money. Here's the thing. What Deshaun needs to get, because Deshaun doesn't, he needs to check, he still needs a reparations check because he can sign that over to somebody who needs the financial resources. But what Deshaun can do, Deshaun can start. He can start foundations for wrongfully accused freedmen. Because I believe he's a freedman. Let me double check. Wrongfully accused freedmen. Okay. Let me get to Deshaun. 1 second. I'm going to make sure he's a freedman before I start speaking up for him. But I believe he is. Give me 1 second. 1 second. He is a freedman, and he was a recipient of a Warwick Dunn home back in the day. I remember them talking about this years ago. It says, Watson is a Christian and converted to the Southern Baptist Convention after coming to Houston. In 2006, Watson was 11 Atlanta Falcons. Running back Warwick Dunn donated a home to Watson's family through the Dunn Charity Homes for the Holidays in partnership with Habitat for Humanity. In 2017, Watson donated his first NFL game check of approximately $27,000 to 3 NRG Stadium cafeteria employees affected by Hurricane Harvey. Okay. So he's got a philanthropic heart. He was helped, he helps. He's going to do so much more in Cleveland. He's going to do so much more in Cleveland. I believe he's going to be a philanthropic god in Cleveland. Yes, I do. I do. I do. I'm telling you, if they could prosecute him, they would have. They've had some of the most blatant, the most embarrassing and insulting allegations publicly. I'm not even going to read this trash. The fact that they didn't prosecute lets me know they didn't have shit. This was Texas. This was Texas. And he had the owners of the franchise working against him, and they did not win. He's going to come out smelling like a rose on this. He's going to come out smelling like a rose on this. The ones that came forward and said certain things, I mean, he lost his Nike endorsement, his Beats by Dre endorsement. Reliant Energy, I don't know what that is, and HEB said they did not plan on engaging with Watson in the future. I don't think you need to. He's got 230 in the bag now. Your little piddly ass motherfucking endorsement that you had for him, it ain't gonna amount to what? He's getting $4,200 a day just to play. Actually, he ain't got to play. It's guaranteed. $4,200 a day for the next 5 years. $126 a month. Yeah. 2 days later, Harden claimed that some of the Watson massages did lead to some sexual activity, but that it was consensual. See? The same day, 2 judges ruled that 13 of the 22 lawsuits must be refiled within 2 business days of risk dismissal, and that 4 of the accusers must refile using their current names. Yeah, they was trying to protect their anonymity while getting the bag. No. He's got to know whose name to put on the check. If he did something, he got to cut you a check. He got to know your name. You just can't come in here as Ginger. No. You're not filing a lawsuit, Lexus. Mercedes? No. Sorry. Porsche? No. Y'all need to be on a motherfucking used car lot. Because you ain't new. You ain't new. You must be used. Gently used? Pre-owned? By the state of Texas, you're not certified. You motherfuckers ain't gonna fuck with me. Creating content is what the fuck I do. And this was about the highest bidder. And you know who the highest bidder is? In history, Cleveland Browns. Yeah. Pebbles. Strawberry. Cherry. No. Y'all got to come with your real names or your case is getting thrown out. See? That frivolity of it all. This ain't no game. This ain't for play. You talking about a man's life, a man's career, a man's generational wealth is at stake. You have taken his whole being and dragged it through the mud. No, we need your real name on the plaintiff form. Sorry. It can't go like that. Tyra Bankhead. Can't go like that. Can't go like that. All I'm looking at now is seeing this brother get on that field and throw that touchdown and look up in the sky, because I know they're going to do it. They're going to show him when it's God that did it. It's God. You're right. It's God, bro. God did it. Them ancestral gods. Them gods that were wrongfully accused back in the day. Like an Emmett Till. He was wrongfully accused. Emmett didn't make it. Emmett didn't make it. And the only thing, you know I'm stupid. I thought of that Tyra Bankhead like, right, you know. I got to ride through Bankhead when I get to Atlanta. Bankhead, Mechanicsville, all that, you know. Probably won't see T.I. because he's on a comedy tour. I actually heard a couple of jokes from him a couple of days ago. He's getting better, like really fast. His timing is getting in line and shit. Comedians out here right now they nuts about to draw up because this motherfucker is actually pretty decent. My biggest thing was, how do you go from being a rapper to being a comedian? Because I was only looking at him as a rapper, entertainer, actor type thing. Comedian there's a timing thing you got to have. You got to have timing. Somebody's working with T.I. and they working with his timing and his shit sounds pretty decent. I got to give it up to today. I got to give it up to him. It's all good. So anyways, the highest bidder. We've been bid on, spit on, hit on. But the only way we're going to come out on top is if the highest bidders out here keep that same energy. I need you to keep that same energy that you had when you was buying and selling us. When you was buying and selling us. Because now it's time to pay the debt. You earned, you reaped benefits for hundreds of years. Hundreds of years. 246 years legally. 156 years illegally. And there's been so much detriment that has been done systemically. You've systemically been able to hold a faction of people down, all while giving resources to every fucking body else. And see, other people that feel like they've been marginalized, when they don't galvanize with Friedman about reparations, and then they have a problem and they want people to, oh, help us, kumbaya. No, eat a dick. We were here first. We received the detriment first. So get with us, be in an allegiance with us. Now don't try to come over here and rip the game and the slang and the bang and then go back over here. No. That's why every faction is talking reparations. Nobody was talking reparations until black people got serious about talking about reparations. And now that reparations, I don't even like using the word. That's why I use recompense. That's why I use repair. That's why I use redress. But the word is reparations. You need to repair a people. Freedmen people, just like you've repaired everyone else. And systemically, you've repaired everybody else that you've already paid, and you need to systemically repair us. It's not just about a check. Pocket watching motherfucker, I know he ain't gonna watch this cast, but that dumb nigga that was on over the weekend, he's a stupid coon. Reparations won't save us, but I'll take my check though. I ain't gonna help you work for it, but if they giving out checks, I'm taking my check. You dumb nigga. I couldn't believe that motherfucker did that shit. I'd go toe-to-toe with that clown any fucking day. Talking about he's a financial manager. How the fuck are you a financial manager and you don't know that Native Black Americans are the poorest people on this soil, including immigrants and illegals? Illegals are coming over here worth more than fucking Native Black Americans. Freedmen. Afghanis coming over here getting housing, education, and jobs first day. First day, you got you. If you don't work tomorrow, don't worry about it. We're already subsidized. They put them up in hotels, then they're getting them housing. I got a brother, they telling that he can't get a place because his child support arrears are on his credit report. He's got the money. He doesn't have any past debts right now. Cleaned up all that shit with bankruptcy, reestablished, has bought a car since, so he's got some trade lines, but he can't rent a place right now because they see child support and they think child support will seize all of his money. And yep. And he's got 4 kids and he needs a place for them to be because they're old enough to be with him now. So he can't just go get him a fucking hut. He's got to have an actual place for his kids to be. How does he raise his kids with no money? No money, no house, no nothing. tearing at the fabric of the black family. And if he doesn't pay the child support, he'll go to jail, therefore leaving his kids in the lurch, because now all that revenue that he was administering, that's now not being made because he sits in a jail cell. That's some of the dumbest shit too. That's some of the dumbest shit too. A motherfucker that's obligated to pay child support, you put him in jail for not paying child support. What'd you fix there? What'd you solve? Have we learned a lesson here yet? No? Keep listening. Because we're going to have more highest bidder cast. And we'll talk about different things. But the highest bidder is who owes. And that's the government now. Yeah, I blame the people who actually bought and sold. But essentially, they were a part of the government structure. Slavery was legal. Because when people say, well, it was legal then, well, if it was legal, that means it was a law. And if it was a law, that means it was created by the government, perpetuated by the government, and held on to by the government. Therefore, the government should pay. You know, I mean, Elroy Johnstone might have been the slave master, but he was only facilitated by the government. And Elroy Johnstone got paid when slavery was over because they paid the slave masters. They paid them for losing their slaves. Here, we're gonna give you money for the money that you just lost because it's no longer legal for you to own slaves. We're gonna pay you back because you're not gonna be able to make any more money with these niggas, even though they did, because then they created sharecropping. So that's another highest bidder thing. That's another caste within itself. Sharecropping. Yeah. You crop, we share. See, you've cropped all this time. Now we need to share. Because we shared the crops with you. You went and sold them and enriched yourselves even more, and we got nothing. When we wanted to grow, you gave us bad seeds. When we wanted to build, you gave us wood with termites. When we wanted to build, you gave us land that we couldn't build on. Reparations. Repair us. And I'm tired of people saying, well, a check won't help. A check will help, but a check has to come with policy and legislation. Don't ask me, well, where would they get the money? Ask them where they get that fucking money that they send it over to the Ukraine. Ask them that. Where that money coming from? Joe Biden giving up $1 billion last week. He said, we're giving up $1 billion just this week alone. He was happy to say that shit. Have black people been given $1 billion the whole time Joe Biden's been in motherfucking office? Specifically, we speaking on specificity. Black people, black Americans, freedmen, have they been given $1 billion since Joe Biden's been in office? He's given it to everybody else. And it might have been able to affect some black people, but for the most part, he ain't giving freedmen shit. Native black Americans. He's given people of color some things. He's given some minorities some things. He's given some immigrants some things. They're black, but they call them immigrants. You know, they want to keep that immigrant status. Soak up all the resources and they get over here. And then, you know, and if they're not from Africa or Jamaica, they say they're white. But they come over here and then they act like they're better than us. Like, how are you better than us? You just fled from somewhere. You just had to sign papers to stay here. We've been here, okay? So, but yeah, appreciate everybody that's checked out. This motherfucker's almost 2 hours long. What we've been talking about. I know what we've been talking about. We've been talking about some real shit. That's what we've been talking about. And I done ran through this record twice. Damn. Appreciate that. I like this track. But I got to get back into, we're going to close out. And I said we need this elder energy. If we going to get old out here, black folks, we need to be thinking like this sister. I don't know who she is. I stripped it off of another cast. There's a longer version of it that I'm going to find because I saw that and I didn't act on it. I was busy, but I heard part of it and I didn't even, hit it. But she talks some real shit and they just got a little small clip. She angry about how black people are being mistreated over here and not being given shit and how money's being shipped across the pond. And all I said is, to the peaceful Ukrainians over there, hopefully y'all come out of this bitch okay. To the motherfuckers who wouldn't let black people on them trains, to the governmental motherfuckers over there who ain't lobbying for Africans over there, now. You're not gonna do that to us. And I will stick up for them as black people. Now, they want to get over here and get to talking greasy? Oh, I'll cut you down like a motherfucking blade of grass. You're not gonna come over here and talk greasy when you're running. Slow down. Slow down, Cleophas. Slow down. You ran from another territory. You're not gonna come over here and badmouth motherfuckers who built this for you to come over here and run too. So be respectful, okay? Be respectful. Wipe your flip-flops off when you get over here. Wipe your little dingy flip-flops off, okay? Yeah. We give y'all full shoes and y'all get, when y'all come over here, y'all ain't got nothing but sandals on. Y'all realize that? You notice that everybody that come over here and they be fleeing from somewhere, when they get over here, they only got sandals on. Flip-flops. Right, that first and second toe is raw as a motherfucker up in that bitch. It's raw as a motherfucker. They got flip-flops on. And America gives them shoes. Y'all ain't even got to start like we had to start back in the day. We had to wear tracks. We started with tracks from Kmart. Shit. You motherfuckers come over here and get Jordans. Y'all start out with J's. Joe Biden's like, we giving y'all motherfuckers housing, education, and jobs. What about the African Americans, Joe? Fuck them niggers. We only need them around election time. Ain't that right, Maxine? Maxine. Auntie Max. If I ever see Maxine Waters, I'm gonna pull her wig right up off her head. I'm gonna have somebody ready to take a picture because I'm going to jail. I get it. But I'm gonna pull her wig right up off her head and have somebody take a picture of it. Fuck her. Yep. I have no respect for anybody in the Congressional Black Caucus. And Cory Booker, he was up there crying and shit at that damn hearing yesterday. You hear his voice cracking and shit? Why are you crying and they up here trying to get this woman confirmed? I don't agree with the nomination, but don't let me stir you from that. Why he gotta start crying every goddamn time they ask him, oh, it's in the heart of America. What? You and Van Jones, crying ass niggas. Stop crying, you bitches. Y'all ain't nothing but some bitches. What movie was that? Y'all scared like some bitches. I think that was Menace to Society. But anyway, somebody who ain't scared is this elder right here. Let me pull her up. Hold on one second. Why this first track is fading out. Listen to this shit right here.
Citizens of America, y'all is using these people for y'all own fucking agenda. Because they done worked in this country all their lives. And all you could find to get them when this damn COVID broke out was a $1,400 check. And you taking billions of dollars, sending over there to another country that ain't did a damn thing in this country for these people. These people in this country have worked for y'all motherfucking asses. Not them over there. And y'all want us to feel sorry for them over there and y'all ain't giving a damn about us over here? We want to get the fuck away from y'all.
See? She said it with her chest. She said it with her elderly chest. She said, we want to get the fuck away from y'all. And see what she's talking about? She not, see, okay, let me tell you something. I'm not all in for all that shit where we talk about motherfuckers gonna be, you know, trying to take over a state. That's not gonna happen, okay? We're not gonna be able to all live in a motherfucking state. And I wouldn't want to, okay? My people, I'm a freedman. My people founded this whole motherfucker. We built this whole bitch. Not just the South, not just the North, not just the East, not just the West. We built this whole motherfucker. So why would I minimize myself to say we only want a state, or we only want the South, or we only want the North, we only want the East, we only want the West? We want all this bitch. We worked all this, but we tilled all this land. Yeah. With our resilient skill, we built this shit, okay? So why would we say, we'll just take Texas? We'll just take California. We'll just take, no. You're not going to put us in one fucking state. Are you crazy? And whoever wants that dumb shit, that's crazy as fuck anyway. Yeah, put them all in one fucking state, and then we'll just blow that fucking state up. Are you fucking dumb? You need to have places that you can go all over the country. White folks do. White folks got places they can go all over this fucking country. White folks got places they can go outside the country. You motherfuckers want to be in one goddamn state. Are you idiots or what? I'm against it. I'm against all that shit of just moving to one fucking state. Did you know I'm against that? Okay, got it. There's policy and legislation that needs to be put forth along with the check. See, I'm not one of them motherfuckers that money wouldn't help us. Money helps everybody, you stupid motherfuckers. Stop saying money wouldn't help us. We just need some laws to change and this, that, and the other. And free education would be good too. I hear any simps talking that free education shit. Because, yeah, that's supposed to just come with the policy. Okay? The policy and legislation, we should be getting free healthcare, free education, all types of shit. Like the sheriff here, he's putting 70 kids through driver's ed in Ypsi. I don't think a black child should pay for driver's ed anywhere in the goddamn country. How about them apples? Because y'all motherfuckers made us drive y'all around. You know, at one time we had to drive y'all around. That's the only way we could ride in a motherfucking car. We had to drive y'all around. We couldn't even drive our own families in the car. We had to put the car in the garage and then we walked home. You realize that shit? They used to have black men that would drive black or white women and white men and white children around in a car. And at the end of the day, they would pull the car up into the driveway or into the garage, and the black man would walk home. Didn't have a car his goddamn self, but he drove them around all day in theirs. Man, if y'all don't get the fuck out of here, reparations is fucking owed, period. We get that. But it's a strategic thing. This is not, just cut him a check. Just let him go to school for free. Just get him free healthcare. No, there's a whole lot of shit. 400 years? You don't do 400 years with just one thing. And that's why this whole study of HR 40 and shit, that needs to go bye-bye quickly too. Anybody that's endorsing HR 40 but doesn't want to talk about real reparations, they're not your friend, they're not your ally. And if they're freedmen, they're a coon, okay? If you're up in HR 40 but you're not talking about reparations, you're a coon if you're freedmen. And if you're talking HR 40 and you're a white supremacist. And you're not talking reparations, yeah, you're a white supremacist, period. There's no splitting hairs here. We're not going to split hairs here. I'm not going to be nice. There's no fucking filter anymore. No. Vote blue no matter who my ass. That ain't happening no more. Not for the people I know. I'm going to talk about all y'all vote blue no matter who motherfuckers all day, every day. every election. Keep it a buck, dog. Let me see some more black Democrats step up. Ping! Yeah. We playing whack-a-mole with y'all motherfuckers. Just like my granddaughter is really good at whack-a-mole. She'd be like, boom, 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 boom. Really coordinated for two. And that's what we're going to be doing to y'all black Democrats. Boom, 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 boom. If you pop up, you better have a reason to why you popping up. Because if you pop up and say you a black Democrat, show me your black politician in your state that's doing shit for you and black folks. If you say you don't have one, boom. If you're not voting for the local politicians that's doing things for black people, what you voting for? You just voting to be voting? You just want to be a part of the club? You are. You're part of the Coon Club. You are. Okay?
Buttermilk biscuits, I enjoy it.
I think that's about it. I'm going to close out just right around here. It's at 120 minutes. Yeah. 120 minutes. Been up pretty much all fucking night. Like I said, I think I got 2 hours in. Finally got to see the last part of, I didn't realize I was that close to the end. I kept falling asleep on Snowfall. I watched it like 5 times and kept falling asleep like on the last 2 scenes. And then got to that last scene and fell asleep again and thought there was more in the show, and there's really only one more scene left. This Wednesday show is going to be really good. They talking about the producers have finally reached out to Rick Ross. So, John Singleton's dead. What they going to tell him? What's Rick Ross going to do? What's he going to do, punk everybody now because John Singleton's dead? Rick better lay low. He ain't trying to go back inside. He better lay low. If they owe him some money, they'll give him some money. If they don't owe him no money, man, you need to just watch and enjoy the show like everybody else, goddammit. He done got the bag out here. He done got out here and got the bag. But doing this simp shit, talking about they stole this and they stole that and they stole this story and these people, they made this movie over there. I sold dope just like they sold dope. Come on, man. You should be talking about how that shit affected your life negatively and going around the schools and shit. I saw him doing some school shit. Now it's about, now he's salty and shit. Dog, you free. And I know they fucked you up, but you kind of sold dope, bro. You kind of sold dope. Like a lot of it. How can you feel sorry for you? You sold dope. And I know you got caught up in some greasy shit with it, but you sold dope. Okay? I'm not scared to say the motherfucker, so he sold dope. And if they owe him money for some type of creative situation that, you know, that they possibly stole from him, give him his money. Because, see, that's one bag. He gets that bag and it's over. It's not like they're going to give him $230 million guaranteed. What's he looking for? What's he looking for from the show? What's he looking for from Fox, FX, whatever? What's he looking for? You want your name in the credits, bro? You want your name to be created by, inspired by Rick Ross? Freeway Rick Ross? You want that? What do you want? Because you just continue to slaughter John Singleton's legacy. They stole something from you. I think when you get out here in the street like that, I think you're kind of public property. Just like Rick Ross stole his name until he got called on it, then he became Ricky Rose. Okay. Freeway from Philadelphia. Is he Freeway Rick Ross? I mean, did he get that name from Freeway? I don't know. I've heard Freeway. I've heard Rick Ross. I've heard those other. Dude, you want a bag from everybody? I think Rick had to actually. I think Ricky Rose had to cough some money up anyway. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. I am off now. Take care. Oh, you were working. You was getting the bag and getting this knowledge. Thanks for catching the ism. Appreciate your support, Sonia V. Take care. We'll catch you at the end of your shift another time. But yeah, man, I'm going to get on up out of here. You know. Congratulations to Joel Jones on his new radio show. That's nice. I got to dig into this thing about Mace and Diddy. I guess Mace is mad at Diddy, and he's talking. So should be a good spring for music. Take that. Y'all be good. We'll talk soon. Well, I always say that, but I don't know when I'm going to get back on here. I don't have a schedule, so I need to get one. Friedman Media, personals for me, MAN. The MENs come for everybody else. Soon. Friedman Media. The other ones say Black History. Get with me if you're looking for any of those. Custom made. And they full too. They full shirts. These aren't like them skinny fits. Y'all know I can't wear that skinny shit for various reasons. But yeah, I don't wear that skin. I need my shit loose. You know, I got like a thermal up under here. You know, I'm in a 3X. My hair falling on my face. Yeah, 3. And it fits good. You know, it's loose. It's airy. So it is what it is. Don't go to the highest bidder. Don't go to the highest bidder. It's over at that point. One love.